Ladies and gentlemen, today I will give you a step-by-step tutorial for character creation in Foundry Virtual Tabletop in version 10. The first thing you should do after your Dungeon Master creates a character sheet for you is navigate to the Actors tab by going to the top right hand corner and click on the icon that looks like a person. After that, click on your actor sheet and make sure it's on the Attributes tab. Once you arrive, you should add all of your character's ability scores, which are located on the left hand side. Simply highlight the number and type in what you want. Next, you should add your saving throw proficiencies by clicking a button below the desired ability score to add a check mark. After that, you should add your character's skills, which are located on a table on the left hand side. Simply click a button on the left of each skill to give your character proficiency in that skill. Click the button again if you want half proficiency, and click the button again for expertise, and again to reset to no proficiency. The next step is adding your name, race, background, and alignment to the top of your character sheet. After that, you can change your movement by hovering your mouse over the movement category and clicking the gear button. If you have any special modifiers to initiative, then you can hover your mouse over the initiative category and click the gear button to edit them. Once you are finished with that, turn your attention to the right hand side. There you should add your character's size by clicking the drop down menu. The next step is adding any special senses you might have, like dark vision, by clicking on the gear icon to the right of the senses category. The next step is adding the languages your character knows, any special damage modifiers, condition immunities, weapon, armor, and tool proficiencies. Simply click the gray pen button on the right hand side of each title to add that category. The next major step in character creation is adding your class, race, and background features. Navigate to the Features tab and add your class to your character sheet. You can do this by going to the Compendium, which is a small book on the top right of your screen. Look through the folders until you find the Class SRD Compendium and click it. Then drag and drop your class onto your character sheet. If you do not see your desired class, then drag and drop a similar class onto your character sheet. You can edit that class to match whatever you want by clicking the pen button on the right of that class in your Features tab. Go to the Details tab of the class to edit the hit dice, spellcasting, proficiencies, and skills for your class. For players that want an SRD class, the next step is changing the level of your class by selecting the drop-down menu. You will be prompted to add your hit points. Take the average unless your Dungeon Master gives you the option to roll. Click Next. A few class features should pop up for the levels you are gaining. Continue clicking Next. After that, you should check if FoundryVTT added your max and current hit point totals correctly and added all the class features you need. Click the gray pen button to the right of each ability to check if that is what you wanted. If you need to add additional class features, then go to the Compendium and search through the Class Features SRD for whatever you want. For players that want a non-SRD class, you will need to add passive and active class abilities by clicking the plus add button on the drop-down menu for those categories. After clicking that, a new feature should be created. Simply edit that feature by clicking the pen button on the right-hand side of that new feature. Go to the Description tab of that new feature and hover over the blank area. Then click on the gray pen button. Then copy and paste your ability description into there. You can clear the formatting of your text by highlighting your text and clicking the button that looks like a T with a slash through it. You can save your work by clicking the floppy drive button. You can add a new colorful icon for that ability by clicking the picture on the top left. After you save your new feature, I recommend testing the feature by going to the Feature tab of your character sheet and clicking the icon for the feature to display that into the text chat. Go to the top right and click on the icon that looks like speech bubbles to go to the text chat. Make sure it looks good. The process for adding racial features and backgrounds and subclasses is very similar. First, you must go to the Compendium and search for Backgrounds SRD or Racial Features SRD or Subclasses SRD. Then drag and drop whatever features you want into your character sheet. If they are unavailable, then drag and drop a default feature and edit that into whatever you need. One secret tip for obtaining pre-made backgrounds and subclasses is taking them from the starting heroes. Ask your Game Master to export the starting heroes to the Actors tab. Look through the starting heroes and drag and drop any backgrounds or features you want onto your character sheet. The next step is adding items to your character sheet. Navigate to the Inventory tab of your character sheet. Go to the Compendium and find the Items SRD folder. Drag and drop your starting items to your character sheet. Make sure all items you plan on using are equipped by clicking the shield icon on the right hand side of each item. Make sure you have proficiency with your weapons, armor, shield, and everything else you are supposed to have proficiency with. You can check each item by clicking on the gray pen button to the right of that item. Click on the Details tab of the item and take a look at the weapon status, which is located on the middle top area. I recommend testing all your weapons by attacking an NPC on the battle map so you know they work as intended. Next step is adding spells. If you have a class that has spells, then go to the Spells tab of your character sheet. Navigate to the Compendium and find Spells SRD. Drag and drop any spells that you want to your character sheet. Make sure that you prepare your spells by clicking the gray sun button to the right of the spell. If the spell is not prepared, you may not be able to use it. If you need to create a custom spell, click the plus add button and a new spell will appear. Edit that spell by clicking the gray pen button. I recommend testing all your spells by targeting an NPC on the battle map so you know they work as intended. Here is a secret tip for tracking inspiration without opening your character sheet. Normally, you can go to the Attributes tab of your character sheet and there is a button on the right that you can click if you have inspiration. Instead of opening your character sheet, you can easily track if you have inspiration if you have a crown on your character on the Monk's token bar on the bottom. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments below. If you share our vision of creating amazing interactive adventure games, we have a whole playlist of helpful and awesome FoundryVTT videos in the video description below for your thoughtful consideration.